Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Kelly Sparks, aka Red Beard, back here with Wes and Chance. Chance brought treats for us.
A little bit.
But before we get into all that, just want to remind everybody about the giveaway once we hit the 5,000 subscriber mark. It's way off on my prediction. So like a few videos ago, I said, yeah, we should be at like 2750. We're still like 2730 still.
I know. It's
Slow rolling it. Come on, guys. Do your part. So you can have a chance to win one of these. Luckily, not all 5,000 people are watching these videos. So you got a pretty good chance of actually winning a bottle. So
yeah.
stay tuned.
Hit subscribe.
Hit subscribe. Like the video. Comment. Something. Say something. Anyway.
Even criticism.
Yeah, criticism. Criticism for sure. Because then that's just going to cause discourse. And
We love
we'll
that.
talk shit to you. What do we have here?
Well, Chance brought us a treat.
Yeah, so 2 weeks ago, one of the bourbon clubs I'm in went to Kentucky for 2 barrel picks. I was only involved in one of them. The other one was a little hoity-toity Willet Purple top pick that I didn't have enough clout to get into.
Oh.
But I was part of the Pursuit Spirits pick. This is not the pick, but this is one that's in the same vein that we picked. If you don't know about Pursuit Spirits, they're the guys that started Bourbon Pursuit, the podcast that kind of kicked all this stuff off.
We're definitely going to title this video and try to, get some views off of their name.
Yeah, definitely.
And then
But-
talk trash about it.
I got Wes 2 signed bottles. One of them he has to open. That's this
Yeah.
one. The other one I'll leave it up to him whether he wants to open or not.
It probably will not get open. So yeah, this is Cheers Wes, and what's the guy's name?
This one
What was
is
this
2 of them. This is Ryan.
Ryan. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty cool though, having a signed bottle. And then I will show you my other one, and y'all can all be jealous.
That's a good cork pop.
It's gonna be great.
So Chance got me a Russell's bottle signed by Jimmy. So that's pretty damn cool. And I don't think that one will probably get open.
It's
It's
really
probably
not.
just going to be
really
a
not.
shelf bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun with that one. I was late to the
So
tasting.
that's pretty cool.
They had just opened their new distillery center, and I was about 5-10 minutes late. Because trust me,
You actually got to go to the
oh yeah, the new one,
visitor center.
the Valhalla.
it's
Yeah,
A wild turkey?
Yeah.
It's finally open.
finally after 3-4 years at least.
Oh, yeah.
But as usual, if you're on a 2-lane road with no passing in Kentucky, you're gonna get stuck behind a grain truck, which is what happened to me. And I was about 10 minutes late. I walk in, I literally opened the door and looked to my right, and Jimmy's sitting there. And the lady goes, "Are you here for the tasting?" I looked at her and I said, "Is he leaving? Because if so, I'm not going to that tasting." and she goes, No, it'll be fine. He'll still be here." And he looked at me and he goes, "Son, go get your tasting. I'll be here." And I'm like, "Yes, sir."
Well, so this is a double oak.
Yeah, this is one of their double oaks. They do a couple of different lines. When we tasted our barrel pick, we had choices between bourbon, rye, and double oak. And double oak's the newest series that they do. They also did a wood series back in the day. But it's an interesting process. They are NDP, but they contract distill with 3 distillers in 3 states. And then when they get their barrels in, they decide based on the barrel whether this is going to be a single barrel program or this is going to be a blend program. Because everything you see on the shelf from them is blended. So they make those decisions based on flavor. And
Smells good. It's a blend of rye bourbons and wheated bourbons. That's what the label says.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Let's see how that tastes.
Got me up in the nose.
I get like caramel and marshmallow with that.
yeah, to me, and it tasted the same up there, it's like a butterscotch bomb.
And maybe,
Yeah.
maybe butterscotch, I guess, but it tastes like, I get like marshmallow.
Mm-hmm.
What are those things we got at,
Majescas.
yeah, that's kind of what it tastes like to me. A little
Yeah.
bit. Those things, I got been telling Kelly about those.
Oh,
I
heavy marshmallow.
I got
Mhm.
I got to order some of those.
It's crazy what that double oaking can do. And the double oaked, I learned a lot while I was there that a lot of times double oaking is not finishing in a second barrel. Sometimes it's adding cubes or staves to the barrel, and that's what they do here is they add chopped up staves into cubes.
It was pretty cool. You showed me the picture of like this. It's got a metal wire or a wire or whatever, and it's got all these little sections cut up.
It's basically a stave cut up into about 1.5 to 2.5 inch cubes.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, and they suspend it in the barrel, and when they do that, there gets a little float in between that, so more surface area is affected with the. So according to Ryan, it happens really quick.
I mean, I'd imagine. I mean, it really is an ingenious.
So how many of those are they put in a barrel?
It
There's
depends.
like 50 of them on that one stringer.
Yeah.
Well, like how many strings of it though?
So he said the typical is 3, but if they've got some off flavor things or things they want to get rid of, they'll add more. But if they have a barrel they really like that they just want to put a slight finish on, they'll put 1. They literally do everything to taste there.
Because I mean, I know like when we went to Maker's Mark, and they were showing us how to do the wood
keys,
finishing, and they were basically using 3 staves to do a barrel.
Right. And then more on the private selects.
Yeah.
But like the 46 and stuff like that, they just use 3 staves on a key. But it's an interesting concept, and from what I gather from going to a couple of different distilleries up there, it's the wave of the future and how people are going to finish bourbons quickly.
Yeah, that's really good.
I have a feeling that I probably wouldn't like this if it wasn't for the finishing process. I don't know. There's some underlying notes that I'm getting that I don't agree with. But all in all, it tastes good.
If you like that at all, you'll like the pick we did because it's of course proofed up a little, and then basically a panel of people.
Now, you get extra bottles from that, right?
I guess I have access to 5 bottles, so.
I would definitely take one of those probably.
Yeah, and what's interesting is I picked this based on what I thought would sell. It wasn't my pick actually. I wanted something that was really funky and unique, and they had a rye there that was just like so much citrus and sweet for a rye, and it was just very different for a rye for me. And I wanted that one, and I talked to Randall, which is the guy that runs the club, and I talked to Ryan too, and I was like, Ryan, I really like that rye. He goes, I know it's really different. He goes, it won't sell though.
No.
He said it's got the name Rye on it. I was like, you're right. So I went with the club and picked what I thought would sell the best.
Because they don't think just because it says rye it won't sell. They said
it's not as popular.
And I just feel like rye is getting more popular.
It is
every day. I mean, I know that's been my big kick here for the last 4 or 5 months. But
you got to get to that journey, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because at first we didn't drink many ryes. Now we want to try them all.
Hell, when I go to Harley's now, I go down the rye aisle before I go down the bourbon aisle because I know what's on the bourbon aisle.
Yeah.
So I look to see what kind of new ryes they're getting.
But I'll bring y'all the rye because Ryan was gracious enough to let me stave
you got some?
I got my own bottle that I did myself.
A whole bottle?
Yeah.
That's cool. That'd be cool.
So whoever gets that barrel, sorry, I got one of your bottles, but you'll live.
Right. They won't know any difference.
No.
That'd be cool though.
So the other pick we did as a team, which I wasn't a part of, was the Willet Purple Top Tick. And I got to hear stories about that. And it's that little white house that's out on the road before you get to Willet. That's where you do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, they don't let you see or touch the barrels that you're picking, right? And they just have it all in glasses and little bottles, and that's how their pick system works. And some of our guys ask, why can't we? We like to see the character of the barrel, that kind of thing, like where it's stored, stuff like that. And they're like, well, here's the rules. He goes, every pick we do, so you've got a couple of named, purple tops. Every pick they do, they hold back a case for their distillery, and they sell out of the shop there, right? Whether it's through the bar or out on the shelf. And the funny thing is, you never know your yield on that barrel until 2 days later after your pick. It's like, if you could go and kick the barrel, you're like, oh yeah, this one's full and this one's half empty, And if you're picking for a group that is going to decide the bottle price based on the yield, you need to know that information, but you don't get that at Willet. You just pick it. So one of our guys asked, so what's the worst case scenario here? What's the worst thing that's ever happened? And they said, well, we had a club came, they picked a barrel, we got our case out, and they got 17 bottles.
That's an expensive 17 damn bottles.
17 bottles
How many?
a 15 year.
How many? Oh, Yeah.
And it probably leaked if it's 15 year and you only got a case in 7, so 19 bottles total.
Oh god.
But they had to pay for a barrel.
$400 or $500 bottles probably.
And I was like, y'all didn't make an exception for that? And like, nope, we hold a case of everything.
And what do they charge for a barrel?
Oh, we didn't get into that, but it's up there.
For
You know the
15-year
price
barrel?
of the retail price of
Yeah.
the purple top. I mean,
But I guarantee you that pig cost them like $1,000 a bottle.
oh yeah,
At least.
because I think the barrels are somewhere between 25 and 35,000.
Yeah, I mean that's who the hell can afford to buy those bottles? Then? I mean, you got to have a rich damn club.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Well, we have 50,000 members.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Not everybody's getting a bottle.
yeah, definitely not. No, it'll get the way our club does it is like based on participation. So like that's how they picked who was going to pick too. Like if you're active in the club, you got an invite. And then when they auctioned off, one seat they auctioned off, it was like somebody paid $3,000 to be on that picking committee, and that
For the Willet?
and that money all went to charity as well. All the club, all SSWM and Bourbon Real Talk, everything they do is for charity. We're a charity club with a drinking problem, is the way we call it.
I don't know.
Sounds about right. It's like the Bourbon and Bow Ties group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty solid
Man,
though. You heading
no.
out?
Hi, Becky.
I am.
And to me, this opens up a little bit more.
I'm gonna open up a little more too.
Yeah.
I'm cold.
Hey, come on.
Hi, Bentley.
Yeah, that rye I think you'll like. It's super unique. I've never gotten that much citrus off a rye ever.
I was hoping Wes was gonna leave and we could talk shit about it.
Wife had to go to work.
Somebody's got to.
Yeah, somebody got to.
Yeah. You know Wes did work today.
I did actually. It was the end of the month, so I did work.
Mm.
All right, so where are we at on time?
Well, we're halfway there.
All right.
Chance, pick us something else.
All right. Let's. Y'all want to do Evan Williams, or y'all want to talk? I guess that might be a long conversation. Glens Creek, or New Riff 8.
We do the new Riff 8.
All
I mean, seeing that it's one of our top 4 in the last
It was my number
series.
one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So this is not a single barrel. This is a blended product, but this is their oldest product they have. It's at 100 proof.
Because they're just now 8 years old.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's at 100 proof, and we're hoping as years go on, that they'll keep coming out with these.
Good Lord.
But New Riff is, I remember I commented on one of the videos you did. New Riff is unique, kind of like Michter's. They go into the barrel at a lower proof. So they use the water up front instead of the water in the back.
Yeah.
And to me, what I've noticed is that creates a really full flavored whiskey at a lower proof.
I think so.
And I've been enjoying those lately.
You know what I did notice here is there's a bottle missing from your trip.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure someone went to Michter's again
Oh yeah.
and got another bottle.
That one's there. I only have so many hands that I can carry bottles with though.
Oh shit. What am I doing here?
And here's
You
my.
have more left-handed?
Have you opened yours yet?
No.
Well, I'll open my second one if you'll open your first one.
Well, I already know what my first one tastes like.
And it's fucking delicious.
But you should be enjoying it as much.
I know.
I've enjoyed the hell out of mine. It's about half gone.
Your first one?
Yeah, it's my first one.
But you still have another first. You still have.
The second one. Oh yeah, I have a backup on the first. That's right.
Did you pour some of that?
I'm still drinking
I'm
that.
still drinking the.
He's not as much of a drunk as we are.
Yeah,
I'm still drinking the butterscotch.
we tear them down.
What's a 30% rye? Are they all? The other one didn't have the mash bill on the back, did it?
Most of their stuff is a high rye bourbon, and then they make some ryes too. So
Get in there, pussy.
synthetic cork. So this is the New Riff 8 year, if we didn't say,
Yeah.
which is their oldest stuff.
We're getting shit all over the bottle and everything else.
Lock it off.
I do like their bottles though.
Yeah,
She's kind of cool.
their distillery is beautiful. It's in the parking lot of a liquor store. I mean, you can't go wrong there.
It was cold that day we were there though.
Yeah. They were under construction too.
That was like when you get the bar wasn't at the top.
Yeah,
Had that
the bar-
bar down front.
The bar up top is just like all patio and a little central bar, and then they open up all the doors, and it's like a 360-degree view right there on the river. It's beautiful. If you ever get a chance, if you're ever in Covington, give it a shot.
If you're ever close to that shithole Cincinnati.
Yeah. Stay on this side of the river, please. Unless you're going to the zoo, you can go to the zoo.
Yeah, you go fight a kangaroo.
I would like to see that.
I was straight up fixing to fight a kangaroo.
You need to,
bet you can
because
save it.
one day someone's going to fuck that up, and we're not going to be able to do it anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Those kangaroos, I could probably take those. They're pretty small
Are
kangaroos.
they jellies?
They've been beat enough where he can do it.
They're domesticated.
They're lazy, like they hop and they use their tail.
They're not out trying to run away from predators and shit.
Yeah, they don't feel threatened at all.
But it was a
They didn't
crazy.
feel threatened by him either.
No, they were not threatened at all. I almost got ran over by one though. Because
You should at least
go into
jab
there.
it.
Brandy came within 6 inches of one.
When I came out of the penguin thing,
Yeah.
so you go into it, you follow this trail, and you go into this penguin exhibit. Well, there weren't no damn penguins because it was too damn cold that day, so the penguins weren't out. Because these weren't like
South
So
America.
it was too
Yeah,
cold.
these
South
aren't
American
these aren't
blue
Arctic
penguins.
These are like little blue penguins. They're like this tall.
Oh, okay.
They swim like really
But they're warm weather.
Oh,
yeah.
They're from like South
Africa.
Yeah, South Africa. So I come walking out the door. I was like, they were still in there, and I come walking out the door. And right as I do, I mean, this kangaroo come like right in front of my damn face. I was like, oh shit! I must hit him at the door.
he's in mid-yeet and he's like, ugh.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
I forgot his name. I'm walking ahead of Brandy and I turn around.
Kangaroo had a name.
Yeah, they all had names.
Yeah, they all have names. But the reason I know it is, or don't know it, is because he hopped right in front of Brandy. Brandy's right here and he stops like right in front of her and then takes another hop and they go, good job, so-and-so. And Brandy goes, what happened if it wasn't a good job?
That kangaroo's on the list now. That was really good.
Yeah, this is.
Holy hell, that's
I
fantastic.
think this is better.
I haven't tried the
Single
show.
barrel.
That's really
This is
good.
100 proof.
Mm-hmm.
That's super good.
Drink's a little warmer than 100 ounces.
It's good. Super sweet on the front.
Man, if that's them at 8 years, they're once they become legacy, their stuff's gonna be legendary.
That's what I've kind of been saying. I mean, between them and like Bardstown, the stuff they're doing is,
So
is
are they
awesome.
actually distilling this? Or
Yep.
is it,
No, they're distilling
That's
it.
their oldest product that they distill.
And Bardstown's what, it's 6, well, almost 7 now.
Older than that. Right at 8. Well, I don't know when they went in the barrel though.
Yeah. Because, I mean, well, they just came out with their single barrels and those are 6 years.
Yeah, because they were sourcing for a while before.
Yeah, their single barrels are 6, so, which they came out a year ago.
Yeah, because we're on what, Disco 11? That's 11 years. But that's also
Well, I thought they put out a couple of years on that.
some years
I
not.
think there's been multiples a year
Maybe.
on that stuff.
I know Fusion was multiples per year. I didn't know if Disco was.
I don't know. Fusion was.
Speaking of-
So I just assumed Disco. Did you bring it?
If y'all want to go back in time, I have a Disco 4. Which is supposed to be their best.
I've never had it.
It's
I've only had a couple of the
supposedly
series.
from this
I had to
place.
think about what
Supposedly from this place.
I had to think about what the fuck y'all were talking about.
Discovery.
Oh, Disco.
Disco.
So
And I was like,
Discovery.
oh, Discovery. Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
Short,
it's all
short
right.
term. Oh, and there is now
Catching it.
there is a Bardstown now in Louisville.
Yeah, they have the
They have a tasting room.
tasting room
Yeah.
visitor center thing.
Yeah,
I
but
saw
it's-
that.
It's done just like the distillery with the grass wall and the neon lights and all that kind of stuff. It's really neat. I went there and tried that new Amrit, the Indian finished whiskey.
Yeah.
Wasn't a fan personally.
Tastes
Not-
like
There's been several of those I wasn't a
tastes like
giant fan.
scotch. Cameron.
yeah, it was real smoky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have some peated stuff too.
Yeah. So
Which I have that one that silver level bottle. That's the,
yeah, that's their distillery
that's the
collection.
jewelry only one that I bought.
And then you and I got some of the first single barrels that they ever put out.
Yeah, we found them right after we left that day.
Yeah.
Chance come running up like a little kid. He's like, "Look what I found!"
Well, that was the place where we were looking for the little tiny unicorns,
Yeah.
and you and I were going to fight each other over them, and,
Yeah, we
and
couldn't
nobody could
find
find them. And then I walked by this case, and I'm like, well, that's a real fucking unicorn right there.
Yeah, they the liquor store we went to,
That was Evergreen.
Evergreen, they had little unicorns
Toy
in there.
unicorns.
And if you find them, you get the pick of
Oh, no shit.
Their monthly selection.
Yeah.
That's
they're-
hilarious.
allocated stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, we were hunting the
That's
shit out of
That's a
those
much
damn things.
better
And-
idea.
Yeah,
And
what
the
they
best
tell
thing
you,
was like it was great for Brandy and Becky because they didn't give two shits about being at Evergreen. It's
But
like
they wanted to find you.
they were honestly getting tired of going to all the Evergreen
yeah,
liquors.
putting up with us.
And so they just spent an hour looking for these damn things. It was a scavenger hunt for them.
And they tell you it's in plain sight. And I'm like, bullshit. If it's in plain sight, I already found it. It's not in plain sight. Brandy was like, if I get the unicorn, I'm just taking it home and sending him a picture. I'm not even gonna get the bottle. But Kentucky's great, still great. Can't complain. Y'all gotta come again. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go back already. It's 2 weeks ago I was there. So.
Yeah. I
Oh.
love going to Kentucky.
By the way, I kind of took your advice.
My advice?
Yeah, because
You mean I gave advice?
yeah, you were talking about. I just want to go to Kentucky and like stay really close to Whiskey Row and go to Old Forester and go to Michter's every day, right?
Yeah.
So our
Fuck
our
Is it your phone?
yeah, it's my
Oh.
phone. It's fine. Our first day there, we go to Michter's and I see him the picture. I was like, if you're not first, you're last. Because I was in line
Yeah.
number one, you know, and they did the barrel roan, which
Yeah.
we got that.
So what time did you have an early slot then?
Well, we had to come back. We had to come back at 1.
I was one. So it's basically the same time we did.
Yeah.
What time did you get there, though?
So they open at 10. I got there at 8:30. And I was number 1. But I'll tell you this, almost all of our group got bottles. So I would say if you showed up by 9, you were 9:15, you probably still got a bottle.
And we got there at 9:20 that last time.
Yeah.
Basically, I was the end of the line.
Yeah, just an hour. Just right. If you go an hour before, you usually get it.
Nice.
But anyway, so I did my trip a little different this year. I stayed 3 days in Louisville, 1 day in Bardstown, and 1 day in Lexington. A bunch of hotel changes, but it was just me, so it was easy. You know.
Yeah.
But my 3 days in Louisville, I went to Michter's and Old Forester every day.
Hell yeah.
And in Old Forester, I got the barrel strength rye. I got Scotch Cask 117. I got High Angel Share 117, and I missed President's Choice by 2 people.
Damn. It's not that good.
But I went every day. and you're right though. If you go every day, you got a damn good chance of getting some great
So
bottles.
Yeah.
did you do the flight?
Yes.
Because we were going to do it and we forgot.
Yep.
We just didn't.
Yep. I did the flight.
Did you like President's Choice?
That one I did. It wasn't my favorite of the flight. It was still the 2023 birthday bourbon, so I didn't like that either. And I was really,
But the 117 was in the flight too, right?
Yes.
And the 117.
and I was shocked that I liked the Scotch finished 117. It was smoky.
And you got one of those?
Yeah, I got 2. The 375. I got
So
2.
they'll let you about 2 of each.
Yeah.
On that.
So I was surprised how much I liked it. And then I did get to try the King of Kentucky this year, which is the highest proof 16-year-old.
Oh, they had it there?
No, got it at Evergreen.
Oh, okay.
But it was,
How much was the bottle?
they won't sell it.
Oh, they didn't sell it?
They'll sell it by the pour, but they
Oh,
won't
okay.
sell it. So secondary on that bottle right now is $1,800.
That shit's good though.
It is. It's great. But yeah, so you had good advice. So follow your heart on that and stay close to downtown and
Well, and I would say definitely next time we do is plan. Like we know if we're at Michter's early and your thing's gonna be at 1 o'clock.
hang out there.
Just our day we spend in Louisville, book our tours around that.
Yep.
And don't book a tour at 1 o'clock. Book a tour at 2 o'clock because it didn't take 20 minutes to
Yeah.
get a pour.
So Bardstown is caddy corner for Michter's, so you can go there. 3 more blocks is Evan Williams. If you do this tour, you get the 12-year. It's the only way you can get that.
Peerless is down past.
I met Corky. That's the master distiller, and I bought a bottle there. And then you got Old Forester there too. So I mean, you've got a day there for sure. And then the bacon at
I gotta try this bacon.
It's across the street from
Merle's Whiskey Kitchen.
Merle's,
That's it. Merle's Whiskey Kitchen. The bacon. It's bourbon glazed dipped bacon.
That's pretty good.
It sounds delicious.
It's great. It's great. But yeah, you can make a day right there. Easy.
I think that's the plan.
Yeah, because the whole thing with Michter's is you can't schedule your Like, you have to just be there in line.
Yeah,
to
and
get
they
a
don't
ticket.
do it at open. Now, I did do the tour at Michter's.
How was that?
Another tip, by the way, that I learned this trip. So, no matter, you know, I planned all our stuff out like 3 months in advance.
Yeah.
So I learned that they hold back tours for walk-ins. And if you're the first one in the door, go up there and ask for a tour. Because I couldn't get a tour at Michter's. But we were the first ones in the door, and I walked up and said, "Hey, do you have any tour availability any this week?" And he goes, "Yeah, I've got the Legend store." And I said, "Sign me up. What day? What time?" And
So is that when they're super high?
no, their founders is their super high.
Yeah, that
but
they're
they're
once a month or something.
yeah,
It's
one day a
crazy.
month. Yeah, but
But you get to drink 25 year.
their Legend store is crazy because you get stuff that they don't even sell to the public, stuff that they only make there at Fort Nelson. So I've got a picture I'll show you later of my flight, and their flight is crazy. So they do like
But you didn't get an opportunity to buy any special
No.
bottles or anything. Not like at Old Forester or Evan Williams.
no. But I did walk out and got a Michter's 10 rye after my tour because they had it available.
Really?
The bundles, you know.
Shit, that's cool.
Yeah.
So what'd you have to buy with it?
American.
Yeah, that's fine. That's still bought it.
I drank it. We had a group there. I was like, "Here, open it, drink it." But yeah, so if you don't have tours booked, it's worth getting there early to one you really want to go to, and just walk straight up to them and ask if they have any availability, because all of them told me they hold back 2 spots on every tour for walk-ins. So
But you gotta be there first thing in the morning.
yeah, or it's gone. You know, it's just keep that in mind. So
Oh, yeah. Well, it's good advice. Good advice from Chance. All right. So we're going to end that on this one. Stay tuned. We got a bunch more to try out. And don't forget about the giveaway. Sign up. What the fuck are we signing up for?
Yeah. Subscribe.
subscribe,
That's
comment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay tuned. And thanks for watching. So,
Yep.
thanks, Chance. Like always, drink some whiskey. Share with your friends and family like Chance did.
Absolutely.
Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Take care. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.